So is everything being recorded?
Yeah.
Everything's on? Okay. Let's open the meeting. It's 5:32. Call the meeting to order. And what do we have for additions? We have a bunch of additions. Is that count of,
It's a good thing, there's a lot of appointments.
is that 5?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
So we have appoint Kevin McAllister as a Central Vermont Solid Waste Management District Board Representative for East Montpelier. Appoint Nora Duane to the Funding Study Request Committee. Appoint a new Select Board member possibly. Add Joe Brooks to the MPG match discussion agenda item and discuss approval of an additional $3,350 cost for the new town garage commissioning agent CX Associates fee.
okay. Sounds good. No other additions, hearing none. Review of minutes, January 5th, 2026.
January 5th. I make a
January 5th,
motion.
not January 26th. January 5th.
No, we're not back to the future or into the future. So I'll
No,
make a motion. I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from January 5th, 2026.
Second. Do you second? Any further discussions? Not hearing any. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Guys appear to have it, they do have it. The minutes passed. Public comment. I see a lot of warm bodies in here. Are any of you public? They're not even warm bodies, but they're not public. Okay. We will move on. Consideration of Harriet Shea appointment as a town health officer, possible motion. I see Harriet Shea on the sideline over there.
You do indeed.
You have anything to say?
No, I will take this on or try to, as
Yeah.
much as a pediatrician can, and it's not exactly my bailiwick, but I can look things up. And I can try to answer questions and I can ask these guys what to do.
Yep, and we have great resources in the town office. If you have any questions.
Okay.
I make a motion that we appoint Harriet Shea as the town health officer.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Any questions of Harriet Shea? One question could be, are you around a lot? Are you
I
available?
actually asked Rosie this, for the most part, yes, but there are times that I'll be gone like this summer for a couple of weeks at a time.
Okay,
And she said, at that point, I would give it back to you or
yeah,
somebody. would cover me.
I can fill in,
Okay.
yeah.
If I don't like it, Steph, I might move out of town, but.
Yeah. I strongly recommend that's a very appropriate measure if you don't like being health officer, it's the move.
Well, I have kind of a difficult neighbor, so.
Okay, all those in favor of appointing Harriet Shea, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The ayes appear to have it, they do have it. You are the new town health officer for East Montpelier.
Thank you for stepping up.
Congratulations.
Yes, the February 1st.
You are what?
It's as of February 1st.
Yeah.
Because they only.
As of February 1st.
Department has to approve me.
Right.
They do?
Yep,
They never approved me?
yeah, they do.
Oh, they did, okay.
But they don't know,
I
but
didn't know it.
they can find me because I do stuff for the still.
They can find you or find you.
My fingerprints have been done.
Oh, they have.
I'm
Very
able.
good, very good, very good. Okay, we're gonna move to the next exciting item. Discuss external audit with Chad Hewitt, CPA from Sullivan Powers and Company.
Exciting. I like to hear that stuff.
Well, you know, I'm just trying to put a little spin on it. Positive spin. And sometimes these are dry.
I'll make it short and sweet. It's all good, actually. It's all,
Okay, good.
it's all good information. The town successfully had another unqualified opinion this year, which is the best that you can get. So, and we had no findings or no management comments this year of what we call significant deficiencies or material weaknesses. There was one issue that we're just gonna talk to Michelle about, is that She's actually done a great job of investing money this year, but the town's investment policy doesn't state that you can invest in treasury bills and US government securities, which they're great. So I'm just gonna suggest that the policy itself just be tweaked, but again, it's a great investment, it's just that
Right,
your actions aren't mirroring your policy, which so.
yeah,
it's just-
it's true, yeah,
So,
Yeah.
So the other thing that's kind of new for this year that you guys in my 8, 10, 12 years of auditing the town, this is the first year you had a single audit, which is basically a compliance audit. And the reason we had to do this is obviously because of FEMA, is that the government requires this compliance audit when a town expends, not receives, but expends $750,000 of federal money.
Yeah.
And you guys actually spent $750,405. So $405, we wouldn't have had to do this extra audit.
Right.
So the good news is that the threshold for the future is $1 million, so we shouldn't have to do this again, but it's
Yeah.
congratulations on spent $405 extra to do an extra audit, so. But in a nutshell, the town was a great year. Our main emphasis is basically on two things: the general fund and basically the capital reserve fund. And I'll do the capital reserve fund first, which is basically the capital reserve fund gets an annual funding from the general fund, about $469,000. This particular year, you guys got a paving grant, $200,000, spent a lot of money on paving, and then it's the start of the town garage. And the fund right now at the end of the year had $6,700,000, but majority of that is bond money.
Yeah.
They advance the way the way the rules work. They advance you all your money. It's yours to spend, and so that's why if you're looking at your capital reserve fund, it looks like you're rich, but
yeah, we're not really,
of that 6.7 million, $4.6 million was still bond money.
Yeah.
And $2.1 million is town money that's still out just for your general capital reserve.
yeah,
As far as the general fund goes, good year. I mean, just to hit some of the highlights here. The town wanted to lose, or you budgeted a deficit, you wanted to lose $100,000 this year. So the plan was spend $100,000 more than we brought in. You guys ended up making more. You actually brought in more revenue than expenses by $78,000. So it was really a $178,000 swing.
good,
And primarily it's all the highway just underspending.
Yeah.
Revenues were pretty much on par, but I mean, just highway down the line between, I mean, the good news is repairs and maintenance are way under, and so basically everything highway related. That was the main emphasis to the general fund, so.
all right,
Which I was gonna say, good thing is that schedule 1 actually shows the detail by detail, line item by line item. But nothing else has really stood out there a ton. One thing, like the listers, they actually went over budget like $13,000. I don't know if that was a aberration or just did a lot more work that they're doing. So I mean, and again, a budget is just a plan. So Michelle, I know she hears me ask all these questions because she's part of the budget process, and so isn't, I mean, obviously she and Jen. So when a plan doesn't come together, it's like, okay, what happens? And there's no right or wrong answer. It's just like, okay, say as an example, you might budget sand 50,000. You think you're gonna get 5,000 cubic yards, and because it's a bad winter, you buy 7,000. So
Yeah.
there's never a wrong answer. It's just, okay, what actually caused it? That's the premise of a lot of our auditing. So the one last thing that just to reiterate, so this year the town closed out they were mandated by the government to close out your ARPA fund. And to unrestrict that money, to basically take any restrictions off the table, we had to move it into the general fund as basically unspent, as basically reimbursement for past wages and salaries. And then the general fund basically took it back out and stuck it in a reserve. But there's still like $147,000 of ARPA money that's available, and we disclose it as special projects. Like I know this year he spent 27,000-ish painting, flooring, maybe bathrooms, stuff like that, so. So there, just so keep in mind, sometimes these reserve funds kind of get, I mean, I know you have a good handle on your capital reserve of the 2.1 million, but. You still have this $148,000 of ARPA money that's out there, it's at your discretion, so.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. So.
Yep.
I mean, so the audit report, again, it's 60, 70 pages long, you guys can fall asleep reading it, but. Those are the main highlights, of the audit, I mean, I was gonna say, great year, you guys are well funded. And like I said, no internal control issues, and the best opinion we can give, unqualified, so.
Nice.
Good.
So, any questions that,
Well, I got one question.
Sure.
So on that 147,000 of ARPA money.
Yep.
We did a little bit of a go around here a while ago when we bought fire truck. Because we had money in our capital reserve for the fire truck, but we wanted to use the ARPA money because it was a quick.
Yep.
Get rid of the money, easy to do. So I think there's more ARPA money in there, but it's in the line for the fire truck.
okay, but I'm pretty certain.
Or does that include that?
No, the 147 is after the fire truck. I remember, because wasn't it like part of the cabin chassis? If I
Yes.
remember right? Yeah.
Yeah,
So I remember that, so, so the 147 is left over after that.
yeah, so then we still have some money left for the fire truck line?
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know,
we don't, Seth, we don't audit it
right,
to the level of your money, like we audit it as one big bucket.
okay, yeah, got it,
So,
Okay.
so I don't know specifically
that's all right,
of the 147 what's planned
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
but really, it's select board discretion. I
Right.
mean,
Right,
you
right.
could take that and have a party, you could do whatever you
Yeah, yeah.
want, you could,
okay.
I mean, it's.
Well, we realized that we have some extra money in there, but also we under borrowed for the town garage.
Mhm.
By several $100,000 because we didn't want to borrow too much.
Sure.
So we have a buffer in our capital reserve for the garage if it goes over.
Yep.
Or whatever happens.
Yep.
If it goes over, then now we borrow.
Yep, and again,
That's basically how it works.
this is $147,000, it's
Yeah.
at your discretion.
Right.
I mean, whether or not, so you do anything with it, so.
Well, we-
so-
yeah.
You
We
guys,
need it.
you guys can find more money, more ways to spend that,
Oh,
so.
yeah. Well, no, we're not trying to spend money.
Yeah,
right? Let's
no,
get that
but needs,
clear.
everybody has needs, so,
Yes.
so I get
Yeah,
that.
we have needs, but we're also being careful. A town garage is a big expenditure and we want to make sure we
Yep.
can pay for it.
Yep, and again, it could be used, I mean, whether or not you guys are gonna end up needing a lot of money, if much money for local match on the FEMA projects. I don't know where those are gonna be, I mean, the current year FEMA projects, I don't know where those are gonna sugar off. I mean, that's a good use for it, but again,
Yeah.
ultimately, it's select board's discretion.
Well, supposedly
do it.
FEMA's supposed to give us more money, but we don't really know if it's gonna happen.
Yeah. And again, I can't remember, are the projects, are those, the 90% or the 75%?
90.
90, okay,
Yeah.
all right, those are 2023 floods, right?
Yes.
Well, and
One of them was a 24.
24.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
is 20.
We've already paid for all those, right? All the bills that come in.
And ACH to us piecemeal, so
Oh,
Yeah.
we're still expecting more,
more bills?
more to come in,
More
more,
bills?
no,
money.
No.
refund.
No, more money, right?
Yeah.
We're expecting more money.
Right.
We've
But-
already paid. for it.
But at the end of the day, we'll compare what you spent
Yes.
to what's come in, and
Well, supposedly we'll get more than what we spent,
really,
Mhm.
correct?
Yep.
Yeah, because they base the money that they give you on the estimate,
okay,
on their estimate. And
okay,
their estimate was higher than what we got in bill for.
great, making money off the government, you gotta like,
Well,
so,
we don't have it in hand yet.
yeah. So,
Right.
now,
But we hope to have
this has been an unusual year for auditing, because FEMA has started advancing money to towns, which, I mean, normally, like, you guys waited a long time to get your money, but now they're saying, okay, you got a project over there, we'll give you,
That's strange.
they'll give you a couple $100,000 to start the project, which they've never done before, so it's a
Huh.
new thing that's, I
Yeah,
don't know why, so,
and I thought FEMA was gonna go away.
exactly, so, yeah, you never know,
Never know.
so. But other than that, great audit, clean audit, doesn't get any
Yeah.
better than that, so,
Well, thank you.
any other questions at all? So. no?
Oh, so we should keep our treasurer?
Yeah, because you won't find another one down the street, so absolutely.
No, I'm in full endorsement.
Yeah, so, all good, so.
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks, Chad.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
all
Hey.
right,
I've got a point of order before we go on, Seth.
yes,
Sorry for coming a little late. When I look through the Orca camera, then that name there is Montpelier City Council. I would like to request that the Orca person change the name to East Montpelier Select Board so as not to confuse people who come to this meeting.
oh, well, I guess that won't work, putting Montpelier City Council up there, I was hoping it would. Kyle's too sharp for us, he caught us.
Oh, did you guys talk about it?
No,
Well, we were, I already snuck the guy 5 to say it was Montpelier Council. Cause I was thinking we'd put, a little go around. But that didn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Oh, well,
oh, well, so has he changed it?
it's still, now it says
No, it's
East Montpelier Select Board. Yep, thank you.
Okay. All right, so we did the external audit, 550. Almost on time, discuss municipal planning grant. MPG town match 3,000, Nathan Phillips on promotion. Was this the one that they were gonna raise the money themselves? That, am I wrong or right? The match,
Right, I think there was a unknown donator
yeah,
at the time of the application.
but now the donor's gone.
So now we're gonna hear what they're gonna say.
Oh, okay. Somebody here?
Okay, yeah, I mean, I wasn't too involved in at that stage of it.
Okay.
But I am now.
Okay.
So, yeah, we just wanted to, see if we could revisit that a little bit. In that, I've got basically 4 points. One is, to me, it doesn't seem like a great precedent to set. To me, it seems like a municipal planning grant. The municipality should either be behind it or not. So my opinion is that it probably shouldn't have been offered in the first place. Is my feeling, and that it probably shouldn't have been accepted in the second place.
Oh, shame on us.
That's just my opinion.
Okay,
I'm not saying I'm right, I'm telling you my feelings. And I guess it was committed to, and that's fine. If that's what it is, we'll definitely honor that. That's the deal that was made. I guess my other thought is that usually financial backing implies, that you are part of that decision, and part of what you're getting is making input on that decision. And so if the local group is providing the upfront money, it seems kind of logical to me that maybe then, seems like they should maybe be more in control of directing it, if they're the ones that are actually behind it enough to front the money. Those are my thoughts I'd like you to consider.
alright, so. Basically what this is about is you guys are reneging, or want to renege on your $3,000 match that you were providing, or somebody was providing. I don't even know who it was.
So can I back up? Do you mind if I speak?
Sure, go
Thank
ahead.
you so much. So I am the one who is offered to front the money, and I am standing behind it completely.
Okay.
Staking that money still. Having spoken, so the reason that I did it is we were under tremendous time pressure. There was no way that I could have gone to you and asked for money, and we would not have gotten the grant. Miracles had it. We actually got the maximum grant. We really won. It's very exciting for North Montpelier. Having then expressed sort of the whole, when I met with the steering committee, and these beautiful people next to me, and others, they said, challenged me and said, why are you fronting this money? It's a town. This is not something that you're doing for your, as an individual, sets a bad precedent. Clearly not a lot of thought went into that, Selena. So now we have time. We actually have time to make this a transparent, inclusive town project. And it makes a lot of sense to me to do either a fundraiser, which would then bring more people in, again, I'm gonna stand behind it, so there's no, the town is not gonna take a risk on this. But if we could get more people excited about the process, one of the issues to me is, you know, once we have this plan, we actually want to implement it. We want to get people excited and we want to bring businesses to North Montpelier. We want to revitalize this community that I remember thriving in the 1970s and bring the tax base back. We want to fill the empty buildings in our housing crisis. We want to, you know, there's a lot of activity that is full of, is really ripe for the picking, if you will, in North Montpelier, if we just get a plan and not just a bunch of piecemeal development projects going. So with that said, Seth, I absolutely stand behind it. You know, I'm gonna stop doing these last minute grants. It's not been fun for any of us. But there was a reason that I did that in order to get this so that we can then do a more cohesive plan to bring our economic tax base back.
Okay, so let's hear from the select board here. Carol, are you still on there?
I'm still here. I'm,
Oh, you're-
I thought you maybe didn't want to watch me eating, so I turned off my video.
Oh, okay, well, I don't mind, but whatever.
Joe has a point too, so.
Oh,
If
that's
I
someone
can
else.
add a point on this one. So really what it comes down to is we're looking for options. And with this, nobody's playing to renege, but we want to know what the steps are, what the processes can be, what our options are for the ability to raise the funds in a different way so that Selena's not fronting the money. As Nathan said, it's a planning grant that is going to build upon and is the basis that we need for applying for additional grants. Now, as we've gone through and seen what is able in this, we find that we have 18 months to be able to come up with this matching. So we're not under the time pressure, we're not under a crunch that we were. So in that 18 months, is there something that we can work with East Montpelier to find another option than what was first presented?
Okay. So Tom. Carl's meeting.
Well, it concerns me a little bit. I was a little bit against it because it was so early.
So fast, because of the.
Because it came to us so fast with no notice, there were no information.
Right.
Basically, it was thrown in our lap.
So,
And so now I guess, is there a cohesive plan going forward that is written out so that we know where we're at? Because I don't know about you, but I haven't seen one.
Nothing. So,
okay, so just to that point, thank you, Tom. The planning grant is offered to all of us every year. It's like, it's something, and I kept saying, putting my hand up, it's gonna come up again this year. Finally, at the end, nobody else had wanted to write it or step up to it. And I live in a village
Yep.
that, you know, I care a lot about, and it's failing, and it's empty buildings and empty tax base. And it is a shame to watch that rot. And I felt like this is the one, you know, in order to get not just another, excuse me, slumlord or someone in there, right, who's gonna just continue to tank the village, we need to get some kind of plan together so we can build that economic base back. I mean, this is, to me, it's just such a no-brainer that $3,000 is gonna, it's just an exponential, you know, I mean, I can get wastewater plant, I can get water plant, I can get, you know, the stores and the restaurant and like all those things back up once we have a plan. There is a plan, we wrote it, it's in yours, it's been distributed, people have had copies of it. It is the municipal planning grant. We did send it around. I know Jen sent that around. I sent, you know, so people have a copy of it. We are now at the stage where we need to send an RFP to get a planner, like someone who's actually gonna implement the plan out. And I mean, again, to me, this is, we're gonna find a group that we're getting almost 30 grand, right? 29,500 of funds from outside our town, not our tax base, to then help us reactivate our tax base and get people to shop and spend money in our town again. I mean, I just come from living here and watching this town fall apart where I am. And I like, not East Montpelier necessarily, but North Montpelier has really tanked. And it's an issue for me. We could bring a developer in, they could just do piecemeal development. I don't think that's gonna do anybody any favors right now.
Okay, so let's hear from our other select board members. Carl?
Sure, thank you, Seth. Well, congratulations to everyone involved in this and on writing an application that was successful in this way. And my thought when this came to us at such short notice was, hey, I don't really have the bandwidth to process this. I'm not getting the information I need to really think about this in time for the deadline, but we are hearing that it's not going to cost the town anything if we get it, because there's this private money that will pay the town's match. And I'm excited that there's a local group that is willing to put in the effort. I think it's okay for the town to put in the resources to offer our town administrators time and whatever other office staff time was needed to put that together. And I understand concern about mixing private money and public money in this. It makes me think about, Seth was on the select board when we did this, when Front Porch Forum first came to the state. There were towns that were the 10 towns, I believe, in the first pilot project that the state paid for. And then we were part of the second wave. We had to pay $2,500 to get Front Porch Forum to come to us as part of the next 10, I think. And we said, yeah, we could back that up with town money, but it would be really nice to have it firmly anchored in the community by having a kind of a fundraiser, as you mentioned. And so we went out and solicited private funds to pay for it. And I think of the $2,500 we were asked to pay, then over half, maybe 80% was raised, compensated for it by private funds. So there is that precedent. As for the amount of influence that the folks in North Montpelier should have by virtue of some of the money coming from there, the 10% match coming from there, I think regardless of whether the town would pay for the 3,000 or it'd come out of private funds or fundraiser, whatever, I think the enthusiasm, the local knowledge of the people in North Montpelier means that they should be heavily involved. I think that's just good practice. So I don't see issues there. Should they have a deciding vote over the select board on anything coming out of grant management? I don't think so. The select board ultimately is charged by statute with being responsible for running town affairs. This is a grant coming to the town of East Montpelier, so we'd be responsible for that. But I certainly want us to give all the leeway to the folks in that area who are enthusiastic about this to just go for it.
Thank you, Carl.
Mhm.
Scott?
Yeah, I commend and what all that was already said. And Jen's just a phenomenal job and the whole team with grants. And we apply for many grants and many matching grants. And we don't solicit private funds necessarily. And it would be great if the North Montpelier or East Montpelier citizens want to contribute to this. But with the enthusiasm, and we're not talking about a tremendous amount of money, but every dollar is every dollar. I'm very much of the opinion to contribute the other side of the matching money. Because hundreds of thousands of dollars in grants, even since I've been on the select board. And why would this be necessarily? And I understand, Tom, I distinctly remember it was kind of pushed down our throats, and we need to weigh in on and think about it. But why is this unique? Other than that time frame, I think I've kind of stated this. Why should this be a burden to the citizens, whether this should go through or not, when North Montpelier could be so critical to the tax base and to the vitality of the town?
I have to agree with Scott that I think that the town should move forward and pay for that,
Oh, thank you, Tom.
that match. I think it sets a bad precedent mixing private funds, particularly with grant funds.
Yeah.
If it wasn't grant funds,
Yeah.
I can understand.
Well, what about the thought of the fundraiser? thing and then they come up short, we have the money. That way they'll get their enthusiasm going.
Pretty good. But another idea is that if you guys give us enough, then we'll really have to fight to get our tax base going, then faster we'll get, it. So. I don't-
Well, I remember like
Yeah.
you, when North Montpelier was a
Right.
thriving community.
Yeah,
And it's a shame that it's
It-
fallen as it.
it is, thank you. I really appreciate your, yeah, we're gonna get it, we're determined to get it. Thank you.
Well, let's cut the chase here, because we've got other things to do. So I was just thinking of a compromised solution where they could start raising money, they've been 18 months, right, welcome that. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Isn't that?
That is correct, yeah.
That is correct.
Mhm.
So 18 months is a year and a half. So they can start the ball rolling, see if they get some contributions for the match, and then if you're short, which you could be, come back.
Okay, all right. So
I mean, that's just a suggestion, that's just a compromise, is all I'm saying. I mean, we could do the 3,000, but, you know.
It's not really a compromise. We've got your back, basically, and we'd appreciate, it would be great if you could raise some money, because taxes
right.
are high, and if you can come up with some funds, that would be wonderful.
That's what I'm thinking. It's
So-
like, you know, year and a half. And this is a way for you to reach out to the rest of the community. Hey, this is what's going on. We have a matching grant. You know, it'd be nice to have some contributions and, you know, not
we're gonna
depend
have-
on the taxpayers to pay the 3,000 bucks. Because really what happened was originally you came to us, we didn't really know what's going on. You said you'd fund it yourselves, the 3,000. We're like, okay, it doesn't cost town any money. That's just saying what Carl already said. And so we went along with it and we're excited that you've got the grant. But we might hold you to it a little bit where, hey, why don't you just do some fundraising, see how it goes, you can advertise it all. And this is a way to get the ball rolling and we'll have you back.
That's great. If you have our back, we'd love
Yeah,
that. So
but I wouldn't mind seeing some effort. It's like, just because we have your back, doesn't mean you're gonna be complacent. It's like,
No.
no, let's get this done. Let's do some fundraising, let's see how this goes. And start the ball rolling in the community, because this is what you're talking about. You're talking about revitalizing the community. This is a way for them to show it.
I love, we're already planning a 4th of July,
Yeah.
at Rich's Hollow, 4th of July celebration.
And that's a great
Yeah.
thing to do.
And just so you know, we have written, our North Montpelier has written a successful, in large part also thanks to Jen's collaboration on this, but like the CDBG DR, we were one of the only towns to win that money. So I do want to say that North Montpelier is putting in the effort. We are coming
Yeah.
back strong. So
Okay,
So one question procedurally,
Yeah.
because we want to, again, the mixing of funds and we don't have a corporate structure set up to be able to raise the funds, is there a way to work with East Montpelier to set up that structure so that we're not looking at tax issues for ourselves?
Some sort of fund that you just
Is there a way? Yeah.
that we take money and give it to Rosie and.
so you have no
navigate it.
structure at all?
we can use my 501c3, but it's a shell.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you would do it in the name of the town.
Okay.
And then-
Yeah, I think so long as it's given
Yeah,
a check or something is to the town.
To the town.
But then,
But
but
it's
a
earmarked.
designation for
Yes.
North Montpelier funds
Yes.
or something, that's, I
Right.
guess all I'm asking
Yeah.
is that
We talked-
we
That's-
can set
that
up
works.
some sort of line.
you say
In-
most-
You just, you earmark it.
Because it's a grant.
Yeah.
And I've dealt with a lot of grants, as Jen has. I question mixing private funds when it's a municipal grant that's gonna pass the sniff test.
Maybe a Chad question.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we work out the details and
Yeah.
see.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about this for half an hour. Let's find out. I mean, Tom's got a good point.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's gonna be a factor, but we can. look.
Okay, let's get some, we'll find out what the real.
Sound good.
But just to clarify, so I understand, just in principle right now, what we're saying is, thank you folks of North Montpelier for offering to put up this 3,000 and sticking with your offer, and good luck in fundraising. And if you don't manage to come up with the whole 3,000 through your fundraising, then you can come back to us and it'll be a new select board. But those of us who are on the select board right now are sympathetic to the cause and appreciative of your effort. Is that a good summary?
Yeah, and that's gonna be reflected in our minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Okay. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna move to the next item. We're running a little behind, but maybe we can catch up, but I'm not so sure we will. On the next item is discuss East Montpelier Trails, Sparrow Farm Reroute Trail with Bill Hygus.
Catch up.
So I gotta look at that map. Is that gonna be taking down the fence? I didn't look at it though. The reroute?
Did you, yeah, there was a map.
Oh, yeah, let me see if I got it.
Yep.
You have one, Tom? Map? Oh,
yeah,
I got
I do.
one. I got it. I got it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you were looking, Phil Scott, when we met him for the CDBG-DR, said trails of East Montpelier is something he's really interested in, so that's. very cool.
Okay,
Yeah, so we have this conceptual plan for rerouting Sparrow Farm South Trail. Basically to make it more resilient, to make it a better experience for bikers, hikers and skiers. We're trying to bypass a bunch of steep, heavily eroded sections. We met with the City of Montpelier Parks Commission last night, did a presentation to them. Because there is a segment at the very bottom of the trail that is in the city property. And they made a motion to accept the conceptual plan and support the project. And they passed that motion last night, so they're fully behind the reroute project where it exists in the city property. And so tonight we've spent some time walking this trail with all three members of the town forest committee. And they didn't express any concerns about it. We took their input and rerouted in a few places to address, particular issues. And so tonight we're just looking for your guys' blessing to move forward with this project in the town forest.
okay, so the blue, have you seen the map that we have?
Yeah.
Okay, so the blue is the old trail?
Uh,
I got blue, green and check line.
The check line is actually, ignore the check line.
Okay.
The more squiggly one is the reroute. The straighter one that follows the check line is the original.
Is the old one?
That's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
So the blue one is a new line.
Yes. Okay, perfect, yeah. It was perfect.
So where you built the new boardwalk?
So that is well out of this picture.
Okay,
This
that's
is
on
well
one.
to the north. The boardwalk is well to the north.
Okay,
So this is the major work that's gonna need to get done on this trail, but there's an additional half dozen items that we're gonna address between the top of this map and the new boardwalk.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of trail improvements that we have to do also, but this was the major effort that needed. All the rest of that work is on Carl's property, that's gonna have to get done. So this is on the town
before,
forest.
this is before
Yep.
Charles. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
So that's my property in the upper right-hand corner of this map, correct?
that's correct.
Yep.
Yeah,
And so there is a very small section of the reroute that would also be on your property, Carl.
so that's gonna be above the boardwalk?
So when you say above,
Well, I'm gonna say east of the board. East. Yeah,
no, this is all west of the boardwalk.
I know, I get it,
Okay.
but I'm saying the new that we don't see on here. East of the boardwalk, or is it before the boardwalk? This goes to the boardwalk?
No, let's go from Sparrow Farm Road.
Okay,
So if we go on Sparrow Farm, we come down through the
Yep.
field.
Yep.
We hit the boardwalk.
yeah,
550 feet later,
Yeah.
we start hitting the woods.
Yep.
We come through the woods, past Carl's field,
yeah,
hit the hill,
Mhm.
and that's where this starts.
oh,
The first steep hill after the field. Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
This is far away from any fence.
yeah,
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
sounds good.
Yep. Just could have just asked that question. But
You-
I'll
and
take
you-
us to the woods.
Could care less.
And you've obviously done some extensive research and obviously spent a lot of time.
Is that obvious? Have you done extensive research?
We've walked, we have. We've
Yeah, you've walked it.
We've walked the property, reset flags numerous times
Yeah.
throughout the last 2 months. Walked it with many residents and all 3 members of the town forest committee, Mamba, Parks Commission. So
Yeah.
it's been a
Okay.
a heavily
sounds good.
researched.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay,
Yes.
Tom.
It's been
Hey,
scrubbed.
Scott, sorry, keep going.
No, so it's been well scrubbed. Thank you. I just wanted to know what-
Yep.
how much research and thought was put into it.
The last thing that will happen is, we don't have to do, I went through the permit navigator, the state permit navigator. There are no mapped wetlands in this area.
Yeah.
But we've agreed to have Shannon, Morrison, the wetland specialist, come in the spring when everything is flowing better, and we'll tweak the trail again based on having that
Right.
professional input.
So you don't need any more easements, because we've already
No.
got the trail.
Yep. No,
Oh,
it's
good.
really, I mean, having the city buy in to their segment was kind of what I considered one of the last steps. Besides you guys,
Yeah,
Is the rest of it private land?
the rest of,
Where you're putting this reroute?
there is a very small section that's rerouted on private land.
Yeah.
This is all town forest, and then this is city of Montpelier parks.
okay.
Yes.
It-
Any more
it-
questions?
Do you need, we don't need a motion. It's not asking for a motion, but you're just asking if there's any objections?
I'm just looking for support. Basically, it's just,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
you guys letting us, finalize the trail route in the spring and start the work this spring and summer.
I
Yeah,
have no objections. Thank you.
I'm good.
Okay.
Good.
How long does it go across the field? I have to move
There
back.
we go.
I'm
Not
all
happening,
over
not
it.
happening.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So the other item
Yeah.
that we were gonna try to address tonight was the VTGC
Yeah.
support letter, just
Yeah.
getting that signed if that's an option.
Yeah, we can do that. I was
Okay.
supposed to sign that last week. wasn't I? Yeah, I was gone.
Is it still?
Oh,
We
there we-
didn't have it available in the last meeting,
Right.
so,
Which was 2 weeks.
so we
Yeah.
have it in the pile tonight,
Right,
but it was approved in the last.
yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Well,
so if
done.
you just get that signed and then.
Yeah.
Either you or I can forward it to them. I don't really care how it happens. It's just, I was gonna take it on if you wanted me to.
Yeah,
I don't see the letter on the website. Is it on the website?
The letter?
No,
Do I have to sign it?
Yeah,
And I get-
I mean, last time we approved in principle the idea of doing it, but, we don't approve pigs in a poke, so before we go ahead and sign it, I want us to be able to read it.
Got it
We
resolved
discussed it last
at the
meeting.
last meeting.
Yeah,
Pardon?
we discussed it at the last meeting.
Yeah, we
Well, I-
discussed it at the last meeting. We wanted to see some text for the letter. We didn't have text for the letter. So I want to see the text for the letter before we sign it.
I think I might have forwarded the
I
email.
thought you did.
Okay,
Did you miss it?
could be. When would that have been?
couple.
We discussed the whole thing, the whole concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't have a letter at that point.
Okay, I got that.
No, I
The
think
biggest
I forwarded
change,
it.
the biggest change was that the text existed, but it wasn't on only the town's letterhead.
Right,
So the last version that got sent to you was with only the town
yeah,
as the letterhead. Format basically is what changed. So that's fine.
Oh, I thought we just saw a description of it last time. We saw the actual text. Am I misremembering that?
I'm pretty sure we did.
Not
Carl.
at the meeting, you didn't see the text, but then in between I forwarded.
I was gonna say, I saw.
yeah,
Yeah, so it should be in the emails, but I can
Yeah.
re-forward it.
sure.
Sure.
You can always stop by and you can just forward it. I can stop by and he get inside.
And
Okay.
there's a printout in the file.
Yeah. Do you want to discuss the other?
That's up to you.
Well, yeah, why not?
Okay.
Discuss the easement.
Okay.
Proposition, proposal.
Okay.
And as I remember, a select board member, lawyer doesn't like the liability.
Yours.
Correct.
Yep. I'm not sure if does he not like the liability or
He's
wonder?
questioning that,
Question, yeah.
we would be more liable if we have the easement.
Mhm.
And then Carl was talking about the, what was it? You do, if you go to court,
Arbitration versus
arbitration,
court. Yeah.
right? That was Carl's question.
Yep.
So what are we thinking about that? Because we might as well clean this up.
Okay.
This item of business over here.
Okay.
So I see that we've talked to the lawyer, blah, blah. He said leave both parties of the easement, but have East Montpelier Town enter a separate hold harmless identification agreement, meaning that we would each have a separate agreement as far as the liability. That's what I'm getting at.
No, the way I would understand it is that both the town and us, EMTI, would be on the deed, on the easement.
Yeah.
And separately,
Yeah.
independent of that deed, the town and us would enter into this hold harmless and
Correct.
indemnification agreement.
Yeah.
That we, EMTI, would indemnify you as the town. So you would be held harmless.
Yeah.
We would be primarily responsible for the liability. That's the way our lawyer suggested
Okay,
arranging it.
yeah,
And I think it would be, like I mentioned, there a part of a larger agreement I think it's been brought up before that you guys would like to see an agreement with us that identifies who actually maintains the trails, that you're not necessarily responsible for them as the primary, that we are, and so
right.
it would just sort of be a part of a larger understanding.
Yeah,
So that would be the concept.
I mean, I think the concept of East Montpelier being the holder of the easement is a good idea as a fact.
Right.
I think that's great content. I'm just thinking we just gotta work out those details.
Mhm.
So what about the other clause we were talking about as far as arbitration goes? That was your question, Carl.
Yeah,
Remember, I did address this with a couple of emails.
Yeah, I saw them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did that?
Fine with me. I mean,
Comments on
Carl's the one that objected to the arbitration. I did not.
Carl, would you say it was an objection or a question about whether it was necessary?
He was
It-
questioning me for it. Right.
it was a question about, whether it was necessary and how the arbitration clause interacted with the go to regular courts clause.
So my opinion of what I will try to translate from our lawyer is that the arbitration approach is basically a more efficient, less costly, less onerous,
Yep.
quicker way through the process than going to court. It doesn't remove your ability to go to
Yeah.
court in the event that those two parties cannot come to an agreement. And those two parties are actually the parties, of the deed. This has
Yeah.
got nothing to do with an outside third party. This is just about
Yes,
disputes between the three of us,
Yeah.
you, us, and
Yes,
the landowner. So it's in there, it doesn't have to be in there. That's one thing. It does not have to be in there. It could just be, you have the right to go to court in the case of a dispute. It's in there, it's presented in there as a cost efficient, effective option.
That answers my question in a way I'm satisfied with.
Okay.
I'm happy with that.
So then all I'm looking for tonight is the okay to go ahead and have the lawyer redraft that easement deed with you
Yes.
and us as
Yes.
co-holders, and then we will separately
Yes.
go through that additional agreement.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to
that's what I'm
clean that
looking
up.
for.
Yep. Everybody happy with that?
Yes, I am.
Yep.
I am too. Okay,
Sounds
sounds
good.
good.
All right.
Have a
Thanks.
nice night.
All right.
Not so bad.
So, okay,
Can I just make a quick comment?
Yeah.
Yep, so this is Simeon Chapin, East Montpelier resident, and also the treasurer for the Montpelier Area Mountain Bike Association. Just expressing gratitude both for the work of East Montpelier Trails and the town for the trails that are available to the public. Remarkable system. Really, really happy to have a partnership developed between Mamba and East Montpelier Trails for the maintenance of those trails. And happy to be part of the contribution to the the platform and the boardwalk, which was updated this past summer, and looking forward to more collaboration and partnership. So just a real quick note of appreciation for all the parties involved, and looking forward to the next steps.
Thank you.
Thanks, Amin.
Glad to be
Thank
here.
you.
Great, thank you. Bye.
And see, that's why I didn't want it to say Montpelier City Council on the Orca sheet, because people would tune in and be confused about why people are getting along so well in this meeting.
Oh, geez, okay.
Carl, no.
The next item is the Haley drop down. Is that correct? I saw the email.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. What's that? Almost. Consideration of the East Montpelier final budget, possible motion. So. You have anything to say?
Sure.
I
So,
saw the,
did you look at what I sent you?
I
About
didn't
the tax
see,
rates?
I didn't see the tax rate, I been kind of busy actually. Where is that, what
Well,
page?
The
Oh, the
budget, and then there's there's two separate pages with the tax
I
rates.
see it, yeah,
Okay,
got it. Okay,
and we're kind of guessing at this point because we don't know what the state's gonna do,
yes, that's always,
You know.
that's always,
but it is a jump,
yeah,
and they're gonna feel it.
yeah, so. Oh. So you're taking 11.3. Is that what I got?
Well, and overall, the non-homestead is about 11.7
Yes.
for each homestead and non-homestead,
Yeah,
but that's worst case scenario,
yeah,
so let's hope it's less.
so the tax rate would go up, how much?
0.33 for non-homestead and 0.34 for homestead.
Oh. Yep. Add on 1 to 3. Yeah, 27. That's a lot.
Yeah,
There's a lot.
it is,
That's 30.
but that we're hoping it's not gonna be that bad. I would estimate. But when I looked at the state, here's the state saying they're estimating an increase of 11.9%
On their
on their rates,
rate.
yeah. So,
So that's that 2.33.
no, this is,
It
yeah,
was
2 point, yeah,
2.5.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
so we're responsible for, let's see, so you've got 25 cents coming from them. And then for us, on our end of it, let's see. 29.5. We're at 33. Or, yeah, 34 actually.
yeah,
So we're only responsible for 9 cents.
9 cents.
What's that?
9 cents.
Yeah. Which isn't that bad.
Which,
All right.
when
the
we
town
did, when we
garage.
did the town garage, we
Yeah.
were projecting 9 to 11
Right,
cents.
that's
Yeah.
correct.
So,
Now, the only thing that could offset it, as we discussed before, is if we get some of that FEMA money that they have
right.
yeah,
sort of committed to us.
yeah,
So I was thinking that if we got the amount that we're talking about, that's a lot of money. But are we gonna get it or not?
yeah,
If we get it, that's
yeah, I don't know if we should.
gravy, but we can't plan on
Right,
it.
yeah.
No, you
exactly,
can't plan on it.
exactly, I
Absolutely
don't think we
not.
should.
No,
calculate
I'm not.
Yeah,
No
I'm
way.
just asking a question.
Yeah.
I would never plan.
No,
If we get it
that's
by
good.
August, then the tax rate, I mean, I wouldn't spend it all at 1 year anyway.
right,
Like to soften the tax rate
Right.
for the next few years, or 3 years.
right,
You know, if we're talking about the amount of money we're talking about.
Right.
and we
can
are
put
in a
that-
good financial position, so we. can-
We are in good
Yeah.
financial position, so really, the projection that we have is exactly what we said, what it was gonna be.
Yeah.
When we
That's right.
warned, when we warned the vote on bond, we were projecting around 9 cents, and that's just what it is. Because most of it is from the state,
Right,
so,
and the budget in whole went up about, is it 15% almost? 14.59, but the reason being is it's going up, $450,000 with the bond. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everything else, we kind of balance this out.
Yeah.
That's the big killer.
I mean, the good news is the bond payment does go down every year.
Mhm.
And the fire station only has like 4 years left.
Mhm.
That's about $100,000 a year, but that's great.
Mhm.
So this is the worst of it, and we could soften a lot if we do get that people.
Yeah.
Let's hope we do.
That's what we do, right? Because I'd like to keep, but the depressing part about this, a lot of it's from the state.
Yeah.
I mean, 25 cents out
Yeah.
of 34 cents.
But it may not be that bad.
It may not be that, bad. This is where, like you said, worst
Yeah.
case scenario.
Yeah.
It's a very worst case scenario, so that really needs to be explained to people too, it's like, we hope it's not gonna be this high, and there's good chances it won't be, but we have to plan,
Yeah.
for the worst.
Plan for the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, the budget that I sent you guys prior, it's
Yeah.
changed a little, there's little tweaks here and there,
Yeah, yeah.
but not anything huge. I did decrease the listers line, like I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all right.
so. Yeah, I think we're good. It looks good to
Yeah.
me.
No, I think we're,
I've got a question. Sorry about not following up with you again earlier, Michelle, but a few meetings back, I asked about the town garage heating plus electricity budget, which is the same basically in this budget as for this year, even though we are putting in the equipment to be getting all our electricity up front. And I was wondering what you found out about that, because I had a conversation with Andy Shapiro, which I can share with you.
Okay. I did get an email back from Guthrie and I'm gonna have to look for it. I did forward that to you.
so we're talking about the potential use of electricity in the town garage?
Yeah, there's last year there's $10,000 on heating plus electricity. This year heating is zeroed out and 10,000 and change is put into electricity.
Just things differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's because,
Even though we're using the electricity to heat and the electricity is being produced by photovoltaic cells on site. And what Andy told me was a couple things. One, it's designed to zero out the use of the electricity, but not necessarily the cost. And there are certain fixed costs, like each meter, of course, has its monthly fixed cost, and you got to pay for it regardless of how much electricity you're generating and selling back to the grid. And the other thing is that there's some unknowns in this project that he was just he didn't have good data to be able to predict, so he thinks it's going to cost some money. So he thought that the total budget of $5,000 would be reasonable for the year for electricity.
So Guthrie's comment about that was one of the garages that he visited was the town of Elmore. They paid 13,000 electric the first year, having almost no credits, and he's trying to avoid a similar situation. So we're budgeting,
yeah, you're budgeting high, but it could be a lot less.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
That's
a guess.
exactly what he told me
Yeah.
also.
Just a guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not to change the subject, but I am gonna change the subject. Because we gotta talk about the fire budget, fire emergency services budget, right, Tom?
Yep.
So one
Well,
of
we need a motion here? Should we vote?
No,
vote
this is
on-
part of our budget. Wait, this is part of
Okay.
our
Okay, thanks.
budget, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's in the budget.
Before we pass the budget, we need to talk about this.
Thank you. Okay, sure.
Agree to go along with it.
So what Cal's gonna do?
They're not gonna ask for the 30.
Oh, good, okay.
So we're all set there.
So that was my position.
Yep, that was,
Very
I
clear.
heard from them.
Yeah, so does everybody understand what's going on with the budget? Is that we talked about the $30,000 being taken out of ambulance revenue and being put into their budget. So that would reduce the money from East Montpelier by 20,000 and by $10,000 in Cal's. And Cal's for a while was stuck on the fact that they really wanted that money taken out of the ambulance budget, not going into the capital fund. They wanted to go into general expenses. So we talked back and forth for a while, and then they revealed the fact that if they go over on their wages or their labor costs, which they're probably going to, because they're giving significant raises to the personnel to be competitive with other services around, is they have to come up with more money for the people that are over there staffing. And if they are over their budget, which they project they're probably going to, is they will take that money voluntarily out of the ambulance revenue. So that being said, I would think it would be foolish for us to hold them to taking out $30,000 out of the ambulance revenue to add into their general budget. They're gonna be, if they're taking money voluntarily out of those funds, then we just need to hands off. Let them not take the 30,000 away from them and let them put the money into the capital budget as they present. Is that correct?
Yep. And so just so everybody's on the same page, right now, the employees over there are getting paid an average of 26% less than the other services in the area. So in order to retain employees, they had to give
Yeah.
them a raise, and they're gonna do it gradually over a 3-year period. And what they're proposing is to take that out of ambulance revenue
If they're over,
if we're over it.
which they probably will.
Which there's no question they'll be over.
And so if they voluntarily take it out of the ambulance revenue, that's less money that's going in the capital reserve anyway.
Right.
So we're not gonna ask them to take more money out of that when they're voluntarily gonna take money out of it to address the shortfall from the wage. And they have to raise the wages. Now, that being said, you gotta understand, they work on a per diem basis. They're not salaried employees. These are people that do it on a part-time basis. They have another job that they get benefits with, and they come over here and then you do an 8-hour shift for extra money. Is that correct?
Yep.
Right. So anyway, it looks like Callis is gonna go along with that, and we're gonna do, right? Okay. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew what was going on.
Yep.
Okay. So that's part of our budget, Scott, because we voted with the municipal budget. In Callis, they do it separately. They do it
Okay.
on the floor.
Thanks for the clarification.
Yep. All right. Anything else on the budget? Yes?
Thought you did a good job.
Came in, it's been a lot of work. I came in case you had any questions on the stuff that I sent about the listers
I
yesterday.
thought, yep.
That was, okay.
Good explanation.
Thank
There was
you.
one thing I left off. that I
Okay.
was gonna mention. I was looking at the budget and I realized there's 2 lines on here which are state reimbursements for listers, time spent managing state programs on the ground here.
Yep.
One of them is $1,256, which comes in every year. It's $1 per particle
Yeah.
for us doing the equalization study, which helps to set the COA.
Yeah.
And the other one is $2,000, which comes in periodically when somebody withdraws from the current use program. It's not a tax to us because we've been, with the whole harmless payment, we can pay the taxes for current use, so we're not owed any taxes. And it's the state sharing some of the penalty that they're imposing on the landowner.
Okay.
With us, but I have a letter from PBR that says the purpose of it is to reimburse the town for the time that the listers spend administering the program on the local level. So that's $3,256 last year that we got reimbursed against that overage on the lister payroll, which helped a
Okay.
little bit.
Yeah. So, but you get the $2,000 every year?
No.
Only if someone withdraws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the mechanism
Right.
they came up with, which means if nobody withdraws for 10 years, we don't get reimbursed for all the time we spend.
That's right.
And it's capped at $2,000 too.
Right.
So if somebody pulls out a whole.
That's an odd,
I know, it's not.
it's odd, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It'd be better if they just did, we had 111 current use parcels this year, they could have given us,
Right,
$20 each or something.
you're right,
But
because it is more work.
Yes, it is.
Huh.
Especially because we're trying to do it in 2 programs at the same time, because this transition to the new program is rolling out excruciatingly badly.
It's complicated, okay.
It's
That's a real word.
It's, and then, we're gonna do something, they say,
Painful.
wait a minute, we're gonna send you out some new instructions, then we wait, and something that used to take a push of a button in Emmerich took 9 pages to explain how to do it.
Yeah, I do, I know. All right, so any other questions on the final budget? Are we gonna have a motion for this?
Yes,
Okay,
please.
yes,
I'll make
please.
a motion that we put forward the proposed FY 27 budget as proposed.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? Not hearing any? All's in favor? Please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
You have it. All right.
Thank you very much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you for all your hard work, team.
Yeah, thank
Are
you.
I took off your man.
Yeah. I'm gonna be cold in a second when I go outside.
You gotta be cold, go outside.
Keep those horses warm.
Yeah, I got 'em blankets.
Oh, yeah, you gotta get.
Here, my baby. Great, thank
I'm anti-blanket. Okay, see you. 640, consideration of East Montpelier mileage certificates. Isn't that rubber stamp thing, one form you get from the state every year? It says the mileage of the road.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah, yes.
so it came preloaded with 0.02 miles difference.
Oh, this year's different?
They added it.
They
to
added.
Oh, they added to?
Part of the moon.
Oh, it's longer?
That little, yeah, point two mile
0.02.
or 0.02 miles for that little jog.
Okay. All right. We have a motion?
I make a motion that we accept the certificate of highway mileage ending in February 10th, 2026.
Yep,
Are we accepting or approving it?
it says we have to sign it.
Yeah, I think we're approving it.
I think we're approving it.
It's coming from us, not being submitted to us.
We have scribbling here, I can see. Of adding on, who scribbles in this, yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, our town administrator did some scribbling, so I think that's something we have to submit.
I just added the 0.02
Yeah, but how about
to
the
the
other?
class 3,
Yeah,
and then the other categories all had 0.
yeah. Well, I see 19.140, 19.140, is that it?
Mhm.
Yeah, 43.12. State highway, 12.09. All right, I think we're submitting this.
Yeah.
You made a motion?
Yep.
We have a second?
To approve it, I'll
Yes.
second a motion to approve it, yeah.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Here we have it, they do have it, we do have to sign it.
Cut.
Be
Does
registered.
a motion, can we say the motion authorized Seth and Tom to sign it on behalf of the select board?
Yeah, we could say that.
can
I
say
think we
that.
did say that.
Yeah,
You said
yeah, I remember that.
I remember that too. All right, so. Discuss the town meeting warning. We
That's
have a
me.
copy of it in front of us.
So I'm presenting to you, you've seen the draft town warning, we've had it for the last couple of meetings. On Thursday afternoon, the 15th at 4:58 PM, I received a phone call from Andy Christensen asking me if the select board would allow a non-binding resolution to be on the town meeting warning. He admitted he did not have a petition and he did not have signatures on a petition. But wanted to know if that was a possibility. So I actually got the language at 5:02, which is technically too late, even if he'd had the petition, but because we talked about it previously, I sent the question along to our moderator because he has more experience dealing with non-binding resolutions and how they appear in the meeting than I do. And his suggestion was the select board can do what they want with it. And he's here tonight if you have any questions about it. So I have two versions of the warning, one that has the full text of the resolution that's being requested, and one without. Past practice over the last 8 years that I've been here has been to handle non-binding resolutions in the section other business. I did assure Andy that if he wanted, he was concerned about people not knowing in advance or not having the text of the resolution to review on the floor. I did tell him that I would be happy to make a number of copies so that people could grab them on the way in.
Right,
But my question for you is we need to not only approve a warning tonight, but also to finalize the date for the pre-town meeting, for the
Yeah.
informational meeting.
yeah.
So
And you're talking about whether you want to put this resolution on the warning,
on the actual warning,
or many times what happens, people just read them. They come in
Under
other
other
business.
business.
and they read their resolution,
correct. So
which I think is a better way of doing it personally, but whatever.
it's up to the select board's pleasure how to handle it.
I don't know, I see what everyone says.
I agree with you, Seth.
I agree with him too.
Yeah. Carl, what do you think? I see you
Um,
pondering.
Yeah, I'll offer a different perspective. I think that it's helpful. I mean, one thing that this sort of resolution does, this non-binding resolution, historically, is it's been used as a way to increase attendance at town meeting. People say, oh, that's going to be discussed and voted on. I want to come and be a part of that discussion. So if we have it printed up in the agenda, since we have the text ahead of time, then it would serve that purpose more. And it would also give people a chance to spend more time with the text, which may be good, may be bad. It may be that it wakens all the editors in town to come and make little changes in it and take a whole lot more time, whereas they wouldn't do that if it were just presented in the meetings. So just a couple things I'm thinking about.
So one of the things that bothers me about any kind of resolution like this is it's a political statement. And we're not going to town meeting to make political statements. We're going to town meeting to transact the business of the town. Okay, so I know that this is a public forum and people feel strongly about making political statements. But I'm not sure that we are smart to endorse political statements because there's people that feel both ways on politics. You know, they have one side or the other side. So when you put this forth on the warning, are you saying that this is what we believe, or a townsperson believes this? I'd rather see someone stand up and read it. And then people make their own conclusions, or they pass them out going to the door. But it is a political statement. And that's what
Yeah, I think that's a good point, Seth. And if this had been submitted with a petition, then I think we could comfortably say, hey, we aren't required to put this on the agenda, but we see a whole lot of townspeople want to put it on the agenda. And so we'll go ahead and do that. But it wasn't submitted with that petition. It is just one person. And so we as a select board would be taking a stand of sorts. We could soften it by saying, hey, we just want to find out whether Andy Christensen's memo, I mean, he has a history of putting forth resolutions at town meeting that have gathered strong support. So we could say, based on that, we want to give the townspeople a chance to vote on this. But it is a different statement than if it came with a petition. So I guess I withdraw my support and say, yeah, let's invite Andy to bring it on the floor and not put it on the agenda. Thank you for that perspective.
And so the other thing that I want to say about political statements is that are we excluding people in town that think differently than we do? I mean, when you make a political statement, you are doing that. You are saying, this is what we believe in. And this town meeting is not all about town business. There's also a political overtones to the meeting. And so there are people that don't believe, like Andy Christensen, would they be comfortable about going to town meeting? To transact town business, they're not there to discuss politics. I'm just putting that out.
So it's just like the other resolution that we signed.
Yeah,
We actually did a survey of the
Correct.
townspeople before
Correct.
we did it.
correct.
I was on Front Porch Forum. I mean, I think we're all in agreement on this.
Right. So I'm just taking that statement.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying I don't believe what he says, but I'm saying I don't want to exclude other people that want to go to town meeting that don't believe this way.
Right.
I don't think this way.
Right.
Yeah,
So anyway.
I guess I have to, I think that's a good question to raise, Seth, and I have two responses. One is by having it at the end of the meeting, that means that people can come and transact town business. And if they
Right.
don't want to be part of the following discussion, they can leave without missing any town business. And the other thing is, I would like to see us be able to discuss things like this civilly. We have a good history of discussing things civilly in town, and I would like to see people with differing opinions come in and offer their 2 cents.
Okay, so I think that we're all agreed that we're not gonna put this on a town warning.
Okay,
Yes.
Yep, okay.
all right.
So moving along, I'm proposing the date of February 23rd, which is a regular meeting night
Well,
for me.
I'm sorry, before we move along to the date, could we go back to the warning?
Sure.
I'm seeing that the two versions that are posted on the website differ not only in whether this resolution is included or not, but also in the more recent one, the error at the beginning of Article 5, where Article 5 begins Article XX in the other one. That's corrected. Are there any other changes between the two versions?
No, the only other change that you can expect to see is the addition of the Zoom meeting information when we get that set up on
Okay.
page 4 for the town forum.
Okay. Thank you.
So I will not be around on the 23rd. I will be out of state on business. But.
As long as we get a forum.
As long as you have a forum.
Right,
The reason that I suggested the 23rd was last year we had it early. We had it on the 14th.
Right.
And the couple of people that showed up they felt like they would be more comfortable if they had their book with them.
that's
And the
right,
book wasn't available yet.
that's correct.
So books aren't available till the the mailing date that's required by statute is the 21st.
Okay,
I'm not gonna say that they're magically gonna appear on the 23rd,
right,
but my
I think they'll be around.
but my recommendation is we should have them here in the office on the 23rd. And we have access to the PDF file as soon as the auditors are done with it. And that can be posted immediately on the website as soon as it's available. Deb, you have to have the PDF file to, or your file to L. Brown and Sons by what, the 2nd of February or something? So I thought it was a nice compromise to do it on a day after the mailing had happened and when we would certainly probably have them here. Maybe not, but we would hopefully have them here. You're welcome to choose another day if you'd like.
That's what I was thinking, we could just change another day.
The Monday night before town meeting is already being used by the school district for their annual meeting.
Right, that, we don't want it.
We don't want to do that.
Yeah,
I think
Well,
I think the 23rd is fine. I'll probably be on, but I'll be online. I mean, we're gonna get 5 people showing up, right, at best, no matter what the date is.
Carl, you around then?
I am, yep.
I think I am, I can always do it on Zoom if I have to.
Yeah, and I could definitely do Zoom if I'm not in town. I probably won't.
Yeah. So let's plan on the 23rd. I mean, your point about the town report is true, because people said, oh, we didn't get a chance to look at it.
Yeah, I
So,
made a note of it last year, so I remember it this year.
yeah,
Is there any way we can, on Front Porch Forum, put it out there that it's available on the website when it's available?
Oh, absolutely.
will it be available on the website before the 23rd?
Yes,
Oh.
because as soon as the auditors send it to us, and theoretically, that could be as early as February 2nd.
Oh, wow. That'd be good.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
And it was available last year too on the website earlier,
yeah,
but
But I don't.
people just like to have that book
they do,
sometimes.
yeah, and it's nice to, they refer
And
to
it's
it.
sometimes easier than having to scroll.
Yeah, no, I get it. Oh, yeah, let's tentatively think about the 23rd.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
was there something else for it?
No, but I need a motion.
Yeah.
please. Unless, Mr. Dwayne, do you have anything?
No, everything looks like it was in there that needed to be in there.
Motion to accept the
wait.
town. Go ahead.
Wait, I'm sorry, did we decide that we were going to ask the townspeople to, at this town meeting, to next year, not send out the town report to everybody in the town?
Yes,
Didn't we say we had to vote on that?
you did vote on it last time.
We did. Should
No,
be
but
in.
what
Yes.
article is that?
It's Article 5.
Yeah,
Article 5.
Got it. Okay, I was looking down too far for it. Okay, very good. Thank you.
Or,
yeah,
I was gonna ask,
yeah.
I mean, who's responsible for fulfilling the orders that when people say they want a copy sent?
and the
to
town clerk. It's gonna be me.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay, because when I was reading the auditor's handbook, it was saying it's still the auditor's responsibility to distribute the book to anybody who wants it. And I thought, does that mean I have to stick it in the mail?
Generally, when people have a question about something election related or town report, they call me anyway.
Yeah,
I think we have enough capacity to deal with. I'm guessing that no more than 250 people are actually gonna ask
Well,
for it.
that's my other question. How do we know how many prints if we do go that way? But I guess.
Well, we don't know.
cross that bridge when we get to
Yeah,
it.
that's why we're asking them this year so that we can make.
so you're gonna tabulate the ballots one way or the other. Right.
Right.
I mean, we can, well, we, if it passes, we'll address it next year.
500 people that vote to keep it coming.
Exactly.
Then we'll print.
That one 500.
Good idea.
Oh, very good. Okay,
Okay, and I would, in that Article 5, could
Yep.
we either remove the parenthesis at the end of to be voted by Australian ballot or add a parenthesis before?
We will add it to be consistent with all the others. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
all right. Whoops. So we should probably get a motion, get this thing passed.
We did.
think-
I make a motion to accept the warning for the town meeting.
I second the motion to approve the warning for town meeting.
Thank you.
Any further discussion?
Without an amendment.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Glad to have it. Okay, now we have to do the addition. All right, folks. This is long.
Do I wanna approve the pre-town meeting while we're doing this? Do it in a separate motion.
What do we have that?
I actually it's included within the town meeting
So-
warning.
So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's,
Yeah,
Okay, sounds good.
thank you though for asking.
okay, so addition to agenda, appoint Kevin McCollister as the Central Vermont Solid Waste Management District Board Representative for East Montpelier. That's a no-brainer. That has to happen. Just want to tell you, we don't have a representative right now, and we need one. Kevin would be great.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
Seth, is there any controversy with any of these candidates for any position? If there's not, can we just do a slate and just vote on them?
I'd rather do one at a time myself. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Then we get a time, if there's discussion, blah, blah, blah. So. What do you think about Kevin McCollister on the Central Vermont Solid Waste Management District?
I'll make a motion, we appoint him.
We have a motion.
I'll second it.
We have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Ayes have it. Number 2, appoint Nora Duane to the Funding Study Request Committee. Seems like this would be a good fit. Excited to have someone volunteer, correct? Or did somebody twist her arms?
No.
Okay. Well, I think we need a motion.
I'll make a motion to appoint Ms. Dwayne to whatever position you're talking about. I didn't really.
Study Request Committee, please listen.
Funding Request Committee, yes.
I'll second that.
A strong heartfelt endorsement.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
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 They appear to have it. They do have it. Number 3, appoint new select board member, possible executive session, and possible motion.
After the interview, I don't think we need an executive session, quite honestly, since there's only one candidate.
Yep. And what's the name?
Joe Brooks.
Joe Brooks, right here. I thought. Okay, so let's put his name down. Appoint Joe Brooks.
I'll make a motion to appoint Joe Brooks to the select board for the remainder of the term.
Is that your motion, Scott?
It is.
Okay,
I believe we're appointing him until town meeting day.
Yes, so for the remainder of the term.
I'm not, I think there might
I'm
be
sorry,
another
not
year
term,
left in the
until
term.
town meeting. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right.
That was also the remainder of the term, by the way.
Was it?
That's okay.
Okay. Okay, I lost track of how long Zoe had been on.
are you listening? Okay. We have a second.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Brazier.
Mr. Brazier,
I did.
any further discussion? Not hearing any? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Here to have, they do have it. Number 4, add Joe Brooks, who is newly appointed to the select board, to the MPG Mass Discussion Agenda item, in addition to Nathan Phillips.
We've already done it.
We already did it. Exactly. I was like, what is this all about? Number 5, discuss approval of an additional $3,350 cost of Newtown Garage, commissioning agent CX Associates B. It's due to additional equipment being added to the scope of the project initially bid. The project schedule extending beyond the end date. We had an original proposal based on the information available at that time. The additional equipment to commission was determined via email and phone conversation with Andy. Andy Shapiro recommends approving this additional cost. This request is due to blah, blah, blah. The addition of a generator and additional heat exchangers. The project now has end date 2026, which extends beyond the original submitted end date of 2025. Okay,
Seems like every time we turn around, these guys are asking for more money.
CX Associates.
And I'm getting a little miffed about it.
Tom's not happy.
I mean, maybe I'm being unreasonable, but we're paying a general contractor to do a good job, which I believe they are.
They are, but the problem is that you do need CX Associates to do the inspections, and they have come up with little issues when they inspect. It's not always a rubber stamp. It's like they do inspect it.
I
And I asked them, it's like,
understand
oh, did you
that.
find anything, blah, blah, blah.
And what we've already done, but I find it hard to believe they need to inspect the addition of the generator.
I know. This is the world we live in, unfortunately. It's the world we live in. It's like
I
everything
suppose.
is under a microscope up there.
I suppose.
Please. But
Do
I don't
we-
know. I mean, I'm gonna go with Andy Shapiro's recommendation. 'cause he
Yeah, I
is
mean,
pretty
if Andy
accurate.
recommended it, then I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing, and, but do we also, the firm that we hired to basically watch our back and
Oh, they're there.
scrub everything, are they scrubbing all of this?
Yeah, they are, but they don't do the micro inspections as CX
No,
Associates.
I understand, I'm not the inspection, but kind of approving, saying, okay, this is valid, this is, you
Well,
know,
they did every meeting I've been to.
Yeah, they
And I
Okay.
go-
all right, I'm just asking if they're doing what we hired them for, that's all.
Yeah, I mean, the
Okay.
project's going really well. It's just that things happen.
Okay,
Yeah. And it's a huge project and it's being done really well.
great.
Every time I go up there, they made a lot of progress and they're doing, very high quality job.
And they
Okay.
always answer any questions.
Yeah, always.
Always.
Yeah.
Great.
I think that when you need to pass this, Andy has done a lot of work for us. He does it for free. He has done it all the time. He does a fantastic job. So anything that Andy says, this is pretty much a good thing.
I'll make a motion that we approve the additional amount of $50 for CX Associates.
Second,
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
aye.
Guys, you have it. Thanks, Scott. Good eye. Okay, so that takes care of the addition. Warrants are here, but there's only 2 of us here, so we're gonna have to figure that out. Point one of us.
I move to authorize Seth Gardner and Tom Brazier to sign the warrants on behalf of the select board.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
I really do that. Next thing on the agenda is the town administrator report.
We're in the process of drafting 3 RFPs right now, the North Montpelier CDBG grant, North Montpelier MPG grant, and the maintenance of the recreation fields, grounds and lawn contracts. Coming up, we do have the fog line RFP in the spring. North Montpelier Municipal Planning Grant was approved and gears completed as of today. So that moved through the approval process as requested because it had a deadline. We have the ash tree RFP bid submission deadline is February 2nd. We'll be reading the bids then and putting together the bid grid. We received the electric truck for the EECGB grant. The electric Ford F-150 Lightning truck was delivered on January 15th, and it's in our parking lot. For the Dream Grant, there was an opportunity, a supplemental award opportunity for all municipalities with executed grants for 43K, offered by the Vermont Department of Public Services to East Montpelier via email. It had a quick deadline of a 2-day turnaround time. So we submitted an email response it's by the deadline for that one.
Jen, is that a sure thing? If we submit something, we get the 43,000, or is that applying for this money?
Yes, so it's basically we're applying for the money. They required an email response with our proposed plan for the money,
Okay.
which we submitted. Because I had the 2-day quick turnaround time, we went ahead and did that. And then we're waiting for approval.
Yep. Okay. Thank you.
We were delivered the lighted speed signs, and they'll be installed after the ground is thawed in the spring. And then the road foreman requested of the select board the exact placement of the signs, so where they would be most effective. We have the roads identified, but he wants to avoid moving them after he's installed them. So if the select board has specific requests of the locations of the speed signs, please let him know.
I think the sheriff had some. Remember the sheriff gave me a map? I thought we submitted that, but I'll go back and revisit that.
I thought we actually had gone over where we wanted them. When we ordered them.
Which roads?
What's
We have the
yeah,
road.
We're saying,
but there's
Specific.
specific.
So there's 4 roads coming and going, but then the specific spots
Yeah.
that he wanted.
Like X marks the spot. We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
Town garage build update, the building is closed in and heated, garage doors are plastic for now, the windows are in, radiant tubing was completed, and the concrete slabs are starting to be poured. Mechanicals are being started and we're waiting for the slabs to be cured completely and strong because the tanks weigh a lot, so we want to make sure that the slabs are cured before the tanks are installed. Slabs are done in the office area and siding is started. Roof has underlayment, but no roofing yet. Recruitment, we are continuing to recruit for several positions on our webpage. And I provided the link to the front porch farm and on front porch farm. Yep. And that's it.
Beautiful. What else we have?
So I'm a little confused now
Oh.
about our meeting on February 23rd. We said the pre-town forum would be at 6:30 PM and our select board meeting is moved that to the 23rd. So we're gonna break the select board meeting after an hour and then go into the town forum and then come back for the rest of the select board meeting. Is that how that's gonna work?
or you can do the forum first.
Well, no,
So-
we've already approved the forum at 6:30 and we have the select board meeting at 5:30. Or you say we could,
Yeah.
February 23rd meeting will be short, be an hour.
I don't think we have a lot.
I don't think so either, and I think that'll shorten the conversations significantly.
Long live the select board chair.
so what, we're gonna meet at 5:30 as planned and then if it's short, we just wait around for 6:30 for the forum to start.
No, we will talk long enough to make sure that we stretch the meeting to 6:30.
Okay, Scott will
You-
help with that.
You can do that, Seth. You're good at that. You're much better at that than I am.
Well, I'm good at pacing myself,
Okay.
and, I think I'm putting out, big thoughts all the time, maybe that's my
Okay.
problem.
Good. Would would you like the next motion?
I don't see anything else pressing, so perhaps you can do your favorite motion.
Sure, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Nice to stay warm, everybody.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
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 All right.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Got
Ciao.
me cold.